Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. It's the end of August. I'm at Lowe's checking out their newest plant inventory. All right, guys, some of these are so new that they actually haven't come off the cart yet. So it looks like they probably got them last night or even this morning. So first up, we have Oakland Holly. This is great. This is $49.98. It's an evergreen and it requires full sun. It grows 15 to 20 feet tall. You see these all over my neighborhood. You see these all over Georgia. They're great to put in the front of your house on a foundation or even as a specimen plant. This is going to be $49.98. Also in this cart, they have gardenia. This particular one here is the Scent Amazing gardenia. This guy is going to be $12.98 for a 2.5 quart, also from the Southern Living Plant Collection. So those two are on that cart. On this other cart here, we have some Purple Pixie Dwarf Weeping Loropetalum. Now, I have several types of Loropetalums in my yard, but I don't have the Dwarf Weeping Purple Pixie. This guy here is full sun to part shade, only grows 1 to 2 feet tall, but it has that typical nice purple foliage like most Loropetalums do. Also up here they have a red diamond. This guy here is a mid-size Loropetalum. This guy here is $24.98 and it grows 6 feet by 6 feet wide. That's really nice. I actually have a red diamond. Also on this cart, we have some nice looking Sunshine Ligustrum. This guy here again is another evergreen. This guy here is a full sun plant. You know I have this all over my yard. This is only in a 2 quart though, and it's going to be $12.98. Now guys, one of the reasons that you're going to see a lot of new shrubs now we're going to head into the fall is because fall is a perfect time to be planting those shrubs, right? You want to plant them sometime between mid to late September or even early October, so they have time to root in and get ready to go into dormancy, or a lot of them just root in so they can be strong enough to deal with the winter. Next up, we have the cast in bronze Distilium. I have this guy in my yard. This guy here grows 3 to 4 feet wide. It is $24.98 and it's hardy from zone 7 to 9. So they have a lot of the cast in bronze Distilium. Next up, they have some Bigfoot Clara. I have this guy in my yard. I also have Leanne, and I also have cast in bronze. This particular one here grows faster and it grows bigger. This guy is going to grow all the way up from 15 to 20 feet tall and 5 to 6 feet wide. This is perfect for a screen and it's evergreen. This guy here is going to be $26.98. What I love about Clara is not only they're evergreen and they're fast growing, but they have really nice burgundy reddish new foliage. Is really nice. They've got a lot of annuals as well, so they brought in some new mums. Here are some yellow mums. These are going to be in a 1 quart for $4.98. They also have some French marigold, also $4.98. And these guys here, even though they're an annual, they can last all the way down to a hard frost or hard freeze, but they also do reseed. Here we have the orange marmalade firecracker flower. I see this a lot. This is from the Monrovia brand. This is $6.48. I don't have this guy in my yard. It looks like an annual. Well, it says it's an annual, and it is so pretty. You guys know I love orange, I love purple, and I love blue in the garden. And but I never actually buy it because it's usually kind of expensive, $6.48. But let me know if you have this guy in your yard and where do you have it and how it does. They brought in some new celosia. These guys here are so pretty. Love the color scheme. They have reds and yellows and orange and little nice pink ones. These are annuals, but again, just like the marigolds, they do reseed, so they will come back somewhere else in your garden, but the main plant will die, but they do reseed. These guys here are gonna be $13.98 and they are a full sun plant. Here they have some Dragon's Breath. This is also a type of celosia. And this one here is $16.98. And this one here looks like this. Really, really nice, guys. Now, this one probably has 5 or 6 huge plants in there, which is probably why they're trying to charge you $16.98. But this is in a 1.5 gallon. They also have some zinnias in here. This one is going to be $11.98, and this is a decorative container, which means that you don't have to do a lot of digging around. If you have already a nice container, you don't want your hands to get dirty, you can buy the ready fill, and you're just dropping it into your nicer container, and that's that. But as you know, zinnias love a lot of sun. Zinnias do really, really well in the south because they love the heat. They've got some new silvery sunproof Lyrope. These guys here are going to be a perennial, and this guy is $7.98. This is in the Lowe's brand pot. This guy is hardy from zone 6. I have this guy in my yard. I love them because they bloom these really nice purple flowers, right? Look really, really nice. On the same cart here, we have some Coreopsis. Again, another type of Coreopsis where they actually don't have a name variety. Just says Coreopsis. Is going to be $10.98, and is a full sun plant that blooms spring, summer, and fall. What I like about Coreopsis is that it is one of the longest blooming perennials in my garden. I actually have uptick Coreopsis, and that thing has been blooming for months, and it still shows no sign of letting up. Obviously, once we get cold in October, then it's really going to slow down, but it's looking really, really nice in the garden. This guy here is a sedum. You guys know I love sedum. This one is the Autumn Fire. Autumn Fire for $16.98. Why? Because it's in one of those barrel-like containers. Because otherwise, this would be at least half of this price if it wasn't in that barrel container. But it is a full sun plant like pretty much all sedums, and these look really, really nice. I have these guys in my garden. They're a little bit more red than the Autumn Joy. It will come back for you. It is one of the easiest plants to propagate. Once this thing hits the dirt, it's actually going to create roots. So, I mean, I don't think $16.98 is terrible, but if you can get the Autumn Joy sedum for $8 or $9, that will be fine too. They've got some dwarf Burford holly. I have this in my yard, and it's doing really, really well, and I get really nice red berries in the fall. This guy here is a full sun plant, and it is hardy from zones 6. This guy here grows 6 feet tall, and I bought mine in a 2 gallon, and it's doing really, really well. But I got mine on clearance, but this is not actually a bad price for something that's evergreen and can give you structure in the garden. When winter comes around and a lot of things have gone to sleep, you can depend on stuff like hollies. They've also got some compact Japanese holly here. This guy here is going to be in an 8 gallon. This is going to be $42.98. This is a part sun plant, an evergreen, great for your foundation, great for a little hedge in your yard. They brought in more asters. This particular one here is the Believer aster. This guy here blooms in the summer and the fall. Really nice color here. Requires full sun, and it is $29.98. This guy is hardy to zone 6. Underneath here, they have some coneflowers, even more coneflowers. You saw some of these on the shelf already, but this is also still new. This guy here is the Artisan Collection Soft Orange. These are going to be $16.98. Blooms in the summer and the fall. They've got some brand new Better Boxwood. This one here, it says it's Skylight, so it's disease resistant foundation plants. This is $12.98 for a 2.5 quart. This guy here is hardy from zones 5 to 9 and can grow 6 to 8 feet tall to 3 to 4 feet wide. Also on this cart, they have some frost-proof gardenia. You guys know I have this in my yard. Hasn't bloomed in a while, but it is a really nice, beautiful gardenia. This guy is a part sun plant. This is going to be $19.98 for a 2.25 gallon. Now, gardenias are really a staple in the South. They do well for other people. They're barely making it in my yard, but you know, you've heard that story over and over. Next up, they have some blue Pacific Shore juniper. These guys here are low growing ground cover juniper. This guy here is $9.98 and hardy from zones 5. Only grows 1 foot by 6 feet wide. Also on this cart, they have some sky pencil Japanese holly. When I first bought my house, I had bought these and I had put them on the foundation, but that's because I didn't really realize about how they are susceptible to certain insects if they don't have a lot of airflow between them, and something ate them up. So I never really bought them again, but I do have a narrow area in my yard that I like to put these guys. These are a full sun plant. These are going to be $24.98, guys, and they are hardy from zone 6. They grow 6 to 8 feet tall and 1 to 2 feet wide. Now I know I've seen these guys bigger than 6 to 8 feet tall, so I'm sure that they will definitely surpass that, but they do look really nice, new and healthy here at my Lowe's. They've got a ruby fringe flower. This guy here is $19.98, blooms in the spring, summer and fall. And this guy here is a part sun plant. This beauty here is hardy from zone 7, and it grows 6 feet wide, 6 feet high by 6 feet wide. This is in a black Lowe's pot, which is probably why it's going to be $19.98, but it looks really nice and healthy. They've also got some Indian hawthorn. These guys here are a full sun plant. These are $19.98 and they are hardy to zone 8. Now I have a Indian hawthorn in my yard that doesn't really do well, and sometimes I actually forget that it's there, but I definitely need to bring it closer so I can remember to talk about it in my videos. These things only seem to bloom in the spring for me. Yeah, it's only a spring bloomer, and it's looking really nice and healthy here. They have a couple of them in the black Lowe's pot. They also got some new recurve privet. This is what I use to create my hedge in my backyard. Now I did that 2 years ago, so they're in a lot of heavy clay, so they're not growing as fast as they should, because they should be growing 12 inches a season, and I'm not seeing that, but I know why. Even with the using the soil conditioner in that clay back there in my yard is so bad, guys. That's what's slowing down this guy. But I'm hoping next year that I can see some really nice growth from the recurve privet. This guy here is a full sun plant, and it does bloom in the spring, and it is hardy from zone 7, grows 8 feet tall. They've got some new maiden grass. This guy here is an ornamental grass for $16.98 in the Lowe's pot. This guy here blooms in the fall. It is a full sun plant, and it is hardy to zone 4. Let me know if you have this guy in your yard. Again, looking so nice, so healthy, straight from the greenhouse. They brought in even more autumn lilies, guys. This one is a encore azalea. This is autumn lily. This is $14.98. An evergreen here. One of my favorite encore azaleas, because it has this white with this really nice pink slash on it. Really, really nice. They already had some more, but they brought in even more, because this is one thing with my store. They never not have encore azaleas. I love them. They're evergreen. They bloom 3 times a year. They brought in some autumn carnation as well. And this is again one of my favorites too, because this exactly how that picture shows you is exactly how that thing looks in my yard right now. At first I was worried why my azaleas weren't blooming officially in the summer, but they finally started blooming, and they're going to bloom again. But I definitely would recommend this for probably a foundation, somewhere that gets a good enough sun where they will bloom profusely. Next up, they have some green giant arborvitae. These guys are going to be in a 2.5 quart, so they're only $10. They're a full sun plant. They grow pretty tall. I don't have the space for that, and then also conifers don't do really, really well in my yard, but I know a lot of folks who have a lot of luck with these guys. We've got more stuff, guys. This is the Touch of Gold Holly. This guy only grows 2 feet tall by 4 feet wide, part of the Southern Living Plant Collection. $21.98, guys, hardy from zone 6 to 9. Really, really pretty. A nice plant for the winter garden. When everything has gone to sleep, you still have something beautiful and yellow to look at. And that is going to be in, I believe, a 1.5 gallon. Right next to this guy, I've never seen this one here. This is called a Mini Touch Holly. Oh, their leaves are quite small. Mini Touch Holly grows 2 feet by 2 feet wide, only $21.98 for a 1.5 gallon from the Southern Living Plant Collection. This guy is hardy from zone 6 to 9. Let me know if you have this beauty in your yard, Mini Touch. Right below Mini Touch, we have this guy here, also from the Southern Living Plant Collection. This guy here is Platinum Beauty Lamandra. Ooh, it's a nice grass-like plant. This guy here is going to be $9.98, hardy from zones 8 to 10. It says it's a slow grower and you don't need to prune it. It requires full sun to part shade. Let me know if you have this beauty in your yard and how it does. Now down here they have even more of the sunshine ligustrums that you guys know I love. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for me here at Lowe's. As you can see, they have a lot of new shrubs, perennials, and annuals coming in for the fall, simply because fall is a great time to plant. Please check out your Lowe's to see what they have. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.